Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As promised, today I am doing a full review of Chanel's No. 3 palette in the Tweed collection. I'm so excited to show this palette to you guys and tell you what I think about this palette. So if you guys want to see how I got this look using palette No. 3 in Chanel's Tweed collection, as well as my overall thoughts about this palette, then please continue watching. I'm really excited to see what palette No. 3 will look like. These palettes are honestly so beautiful and just really unique. So again, we have the little tweed pouch, and then we have this beautiful palette. Out of all of the palettes, I feel like this might be the most unique color story, and it also is a very fall type of palette. I know I did do some swatches in my last video, but I am going to go ahead and swatch this palette again. I know a lot of you guys really love swatches, so we are just gonna go ahead and swatch all 4 shades again. There's all 4 shades swatched. Such beautiful shades. Just very beautiful for the fall season. Let's go ahead and zoom you guys in and let's try palette No. 3. I'm feeling like I want to do something a little bit different with this palette. I am going to use this brown shade as a liner. So let's start off by going into the shade right over here. I'm going to put this all over my eyelid. This is a really pretty peach shade. I feel like this shade would be beautiful for the summer season. Okay, so now we are going to get into this shade right over here. So I'm going to put this into the outer corner and just kind of blend it in. Kind of extend it to the middle, but let's see how it goes. I try to not look at other reviews of makeup before I actually review them, just because I really want to be as authentic as I possibly can with my reviews. For this collection, I did watch other reviews just because I really wanted to pinpoint the kind of palettes that I really wanted to purchase. And also, out of all of the palettes, this particular one I wasn't so sure of. I don't have this kind of color story in my collection, and this shade over here was really the main one that I was kind of afraid of whether or not it's going to be flattering, but it actually looks very pretty on the eye. It's really subtle. It's not a kind of an orange, kind of a burnt orange type of shade that is ugly in any way. It's quite pretty. So there is the second shade in the palette. Quite subtle. I think it's very pretty. It is perfect for the fall season for sure. Now I am going to pick up this brown shade, and I'm just going to use this as a liner and kind of extend it down below right here. Let's see how that goes. Before I add the brown to the other eye, I just wanted to show you the difference. So as you can see with the brown shade, it just adds some smokiness to the eye look, and it really looks pretty with that transition of that burnt orange and just that smoky eye in comparison. So very pretty. And there is the second eye all done. I found that when you use your finger and pick up these shades, you get more color payoff than using a brush. This is a very soft type of palette. So now let's pick up this gold shade and add that right into the inner corner. Ooh, that looks so pretty. Just a very subtle, beautiful type of look, and these shades transition so well together. I just put some mascara off camera and there is the finished eye look. I honestly feel like it's very subtle but pretty at the same time. And these shades honestly blend so well together. Okay, so let's go ahead and add some blush. Today I am using this palette. This one is the Illuminating Blush Powder from, I think, last year or a year and a half ago. But I think this palette would look beautiful on the cheeks. I love how blush just really brings the look all together. And this is such a beautiful blush. I think I added too much on this side. Let's go ahead and blend that out. If you ever add too much blush and it's really difficult to blend it out, you can just use a beauty blender. And then you can always add some more blush later. Now for the lips, I am going to add a shade from the Nude collection. This one is a number 194. And here is the finished look. So beautiful, so fresh. I love how this look kind of came together. I honestly was pretty skeptical about this particular palette. I wasn't so sure if it's going to actually look really good, but I love how subtle and beautiful it looks. It just creates such a fresh type of everyday look, in all honesty. I am really loving this look. I think it is perfect for that summer to fall type of transition. It's really beautiful and it works so well with this lip color as well. So if you guys are on the fence about this palette, I feel that don't be. It is very beautiful. I honestly love everything about this collection. They are just such pretty palettes, very unique. I love the tweed type of unique look to them. And both of these palettes honestly are just very pretty. Now, will I be purchasing the other two palettes in the collection? Probably not. Now, out of these two palettes, I would say my favorite would have to be palette number 1. I did do a full review on this particular palette, so if you guys haven't seen it, I will link it down below. But this palette is honestly so universal, so pretty. I feel like anybody would love this palette. You also get that uniqueness of the tweed look. Now, this palette obviously is very beautiful. I feel like it is such a subtle type of palette. So I do like that this one wasn't too pigmented. I did notice that when you use a fluffy brush, you don't get as much color payoff from this palette, but it's still okay because it does look very pretty and you don't necessarily always want a fairly pigmented palette either. I do think that Chanel did such a great job with this collection. It is very unique and just very beautiful. I noticed a new picture has been surfacing of some sort of another tweed collection, maybe from Chanel, perhaps for a Christmas type of collection, even though there have been some pictures surfacing of a highlighter for this Christmas season, and I believe also a palette. But I'm really excited for what they have in store for us coming soon, and of course I will be getting them as soon as they arrive in stores or online. I will be purchasing them and doing full reviews for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this Chanel Tweed collection review. I think this collection is so gorgeous and I hope that these videos made it easier for you to choose which palette you would like to purchase. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.